Hello friends! Well, let's start with the good news. Before we start, support our heroes with a kind word. In Milovatka, Luhansk region, the Ukrainian defense forces destroyed the headquarters of the Russian occupation troops, 30 dead and more than 20 wounded invaders. No changes on the border with Belarus. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine announced that the Military Commissariat of Brest region has announced a tender for printing of mobilization forms in the amount 50,000 copies, with a deadline of the order until December 31 this year. In addition, military exercises will be held in Kyiv region on November 15-17. The situation in Svatovo sector is difficult. The fighting has intensified. It is too early to talk about success. Bakhmut sector. The enemy intensified its activity in the area of Mayorske. Avdiivka sector. Attacks were repelled in many places. The situation in Marinka is complicated. The enemy's artillery and aviation destroy the town's buildings, which makes it difficult to hold it. Apparently, the Ukrainian armed forces have indeed left the destroyed Pavlivka, as there is nowhere to gain a foothold there. The enemy is standing in the south of the village and cannot advance further. Unfortunately, in the area of the garden there are losses of the entire military unit. Do not forget that the behind the enemy's losses are ours as well. Zaporizhia sector, no change. Kherson sector, both sides have been conducting artillery duels over the last days. We have no confirmed information about the situation in Oleshki or Novokakhovka. There is a lot of rumors and fabrication circulating online, but there is no evidence anywhere. We do not engage in hype and urge others to stop playing insiders and wait for official confirmation or at least visual. The enemy garrison on the Kinburn Peninsula is under fire. The United States may transfer to Ukraine multi-propulsed drones Grey Eagle in a special modification. CNN. The US military-industrial complex is considering options to remove too sensitive technologies from the drone, the publication reports, citing several sources. It is noted that this process can take a long time. MQ-1C Grey Eagle is an American multi-propulsed drone that can fly at a speed of more than 300 km an hour at an altitude of more than 8 km, staying in the air for about 30 hours. In addition, the drone can carry 4 Hellfire air-to-ground missiles with a range of up to 11 km. Zaluzhny. Ukrainian military will not accept any negotiations, agreements or compromises. There is only one conditional for negotiations. Russia must leave all the occupied territories. This was stated by Valery Zaluzhny to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Mark Milley. We continue to attack and defend and will continue to fight until we achieve the main goal, the liberation of all Ukrainian lands from Russian occupation, Zaluzhny said. This is how to put these murderers in their place. Rashist moved troops from Kherson to Donetsk direction, ICW. According to analysts in the Institute for the Study of War, Russian troops may be redeployed to intensify operation around Bakhmut, Donetsk, and in the west of the region. The Russian Ministry of Defense is likely to put forward more specific territory claims in order to create informational conditions for covering Russian success in the Donetsk region and reduce disconnect or losses in the Kherson region, ICW believes. Whichever direction you throw your soldiers, everywhere you will find only death, occupiers.